So choosing a career can be a very long process. You do need to take your time to figure out the kind of skills you have, the kind of interests you have, and what particular industry you would be interested in working in. But the thing is, choosing the right career starts from the very beginning of your journey. When you are in secondary school or you're in college, you look at those subjects that you enjoy the most, those that you perform very well in, and you say to yourself, okay, this is the area that I really seem to be doing well in. And think of how you can potentially work on those same things that you used to enjoy. The other aspect is to look at your personality. Do a personality test. Figure out the kind of personality you have. Are you someone who prefers to work indoors, or are you an outdoor kind of person? Do you prefer to work with others, or do you prefer to work by yourself? Are you someone who can work for a company, or do you prefer to run your own teams? Do you prefer to be by yourself? You need to figure out the kind of personality you have and whether it suits the kind of roles that you're looking for. The one aspect that I really just discovered most recently is just to look at the key strengths that I have. There was a book called Strengths 2.0 that I found to be very helpful in choosing the right career for me, because it made me dissect the different aspects of myself that I didn't previously look into. And really what I found was that I was able to not only figure out the personality traits, but the kind of tenacity that I had, or the will that I had to do certain things. And so doing a strengths test will really help you to make sure that you choose the right career for yourself. Going onto different websites, looking at different industries and narrowing down what it is that they provide in terms of roles, and figuring out, are you a creative person, or are you more of a logical person who prefers to work maybe in science or engineering and those types of sectors. You need to figure out how you're going to be able to inject the strengths that you have in those areas in whatever field that you work in. And the one thing that people tend to focus on, which I don't think is necessary, is that you don't have to work in one particular industry all the time. You can be a person who, for instance, has great ideas, and you go out there and you provide ideas for different industries. Or you could be someone who has a particular role, maybe it's finance, but you've worked in finance maybe for the entertainment industry, or if you worked in finance for the science industry. You shouldn't have to overlook the fact that your strengths are in finance. You can't look at someone's CV and say that you're disqualifying them because they haven't worked for the science sector. No, that's not right. The fact is, you're looking for a great financial manager or financial director. You can't disqualify them because they haven't worked for that particular industry. And I don't think anyone should have to stay in one particular industry if they want to expand their work experience and be in other sectors. So I think it's important for recruiters to focus on transferable skills that a person has. And even if you don't have work experience, just try and volunteer at a particular place. Do an internship that is paid. Use the connections that you have. I have a previous video in regards to making powerful connections that you can make the most of if you want to get a job using connections. But I just want to encourage you on this journey that you can focus on your personality, on your strengths, on your desires, and figure out a career that works for you. It shouldn't have to be a daunting process. It doesn't have to be something that you dread doing, but your career is going to it's going to change over time, and it's up to you to figure out the best possible way for you to enjoy your career and to make the possible decisions that will continuously make you feel good and make sacrifices as well. Sometimes you don't get the exact role that you want immediately. You don't get the right opportunity yet, but at least you're in the right company and you know the right people. So if that's the case, be willing to sacrifice a little bit of your time and not always feel so good, but to know that you are gaining something, you are gaining some skills, you are also being paid. At least you are able to work in that place and keep an eye on other opportunities that the company might have for you. And the thing is, I look at people like Sundar Pichai, who is the CEO of Google. He didn't start off as a CEO. He had a much lower position. I think he was a product manager at some point, and he developed in the company, and opportunities came before him because he was trustworthy. He was able to present a good image, and he was consistent. And so, the CEOs, the founders of the company were able to entrust him with more responsibility. And so that is how you should be in your career. If you want to stay at a particular company and you know that there are great benefits for you in the long term, continue to be honest, continue to be valuable, continue to be trustworthy so that you can get bigger opportunities for you and for your family. Essentially, a lot of careers have changed families and generations. So it's up to you to recognize the opportunity and take it on board. So that's it for you guys today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're out there choosing the right career that is for you. Thank you.